Hello, this is my modified diet. Today I'm going to be making a breakfast, which is banana, orange and ginger smoothie. I've got 100ml of orange juice. I'm going to be using 4 scoops of thickener. This is Thick and Easy, but you can use any brand you can find. Just be careful though, because their quantities are slightly different between the different brands. Fat-free vanilla yoghurt. This is available from most big supermarkets. A banana and some ginger. This is root ginger, but you can get ground ginger that you could just put in ready grated. I'm going to start by peeling the banana and putting it in the blender along with the orange juice. 200ml of vanilla yoghurt. I'm going to go ahead and grate this. This is a stage 2 consistency diet, which is now known as a custard consistency. I'm just going to blend it until smooth. It has to be smooth, so no bits that are visible in it, and look kind of like cream, about the same consistency as cream. And then I'm going to add 4 scoops of thickener. And then blend for another 10 seconds. Yeah, so this is the banana and orange and ginger smoothie. I've made double the batch so that I could freeze half of it and use it later on in the week as a lunchtime snack. I thought I could put this in my lunchbox and let it defrost so that it would act as an ice pack. This is my first time trying thickened food, and it is a little bit difficult to get used to, but it's reassuring that there's familiar flavours like orange and banana in it. It doesn't taste that different to a regular smoothie. And to go for my breakfast, I've also made myself a cup of tea. This is to a syrup consistency. I'll just show you that. You can tell that it's the right consistency because it's like honey. Hello again, this is my first lunch on the modified diet. I'm doing avocado and beetroot salad. For this you need 2 avocados, mayonnaise, natural yoghurt, lettuce, milk, thickener, beetroot. I've got some beetroot that's already in red wine jelly, but you can just use normal beetroot, and cream cheese and a dash of salt. You blend each ingredient until it's smooth. I'm going to start with the avocados, so to prep them you'll peel it, or usually you can just take the skins off, but you can peel and chop the avocados. Right, so the avocados have all had their skins removed. I'm going to add the cream cheese, mayonnaise and milk and blend them. 120 grams of cream cheese, 120 grams of mayonnaise and 200ml of milk. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blend it now. This morning I used a food processor, but now I'm going to use a hand blender. You can use either. Hand blenders are probably easier to clean, but a food processor is easier if you're doing large quantities. Alright? This is a puree food mould. This particular one is in the shape of fruit slices. I'm going to use this to transfer the avocado mixture into, so it looks more palatable. I'm just transferring the avocado mixture into the... just using the dessert spoon and teaspoon to get the mixture. light knife to scrape off the excess. I'm going to place the lid on this now and put them in the fridge to solidify whilst I do the other ingredients. First I'm going to strain the beetroot, and then I'm going to add the beetroot to the mixing bowl. 100 ml of milk and 20 grams of mayonnaise. So that's 2 scoops. And now blend for a further 30 seconds. I'm going to use biscuit cutters as a kind of improvised mould because it will change the shape and make it look more like the original shape. Ideally you'd want small round ones, but I couldn't find these, so I've just got flowered shapes. Next I'm going to cut the lettuce up. We want 50 grams of lettuce. I'm going to add 50 ml of natural yoghurt to this. I'm going to pour in another 50 ml of warm water. Add a pinch of salt. Now I'm going to blend this until it's smooth. Now that it's smooth, I'm going to add 2 scoops of thickener and blend for another 30 seconds. I'm going to use this dish as a mould, an improvised mould, just so we're making sure that we're varying the shapes. Now I'm going to plate it all up together. When we put these in the fridge to set, we had some trouble getting them out of the mould, so we tried freezing them and hopefully that will make a difference. That was still a little bit tricky getting them out of the mould, but there are also silicone moulds available which I'll try later on in the week that I think will be easier to use straight from the fridge. So I'm going to use piping as an alternative, which I'll explain further later. I'm going to finish it off with a sprig of parsley. It's okay to use this as long as it's clear that it's for garnish and not for eating. We're on to the evening meal now, and I'm going to do a substitute for roast dinner. I'm going to use roast beef for the meat option, with half a leek, an onion, gravy granules and stock. I'm using vegetable stock, but you could just as easily do beef stock. I'm going to go along and put cheat really, and use carrot and swede ready-made mash. That's a lot easier and it's a lot quicker to prepare, especially if you're cooking for a lot of people. And use frozen peas, blend those and put them into the moulds. So I'll go into that with more detail later. Then I've got my thickener.
How much is this?
That's 250 grams of minced beef. It's vegetable stock. Whilst that's cooking, I'm going to make a start on the peas. I'm just going to defrost them in light whey. Then I'll be showing you how to use natural yoghurt to make the puree. Right, so I've defrosted the peas and strained them. I'm just going to use 100 ml of natural yoghurt for pureeing it with a hand blender until smooth. Now that this is smooth, I'm adding the thickener. Now that that's cooked, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of gravy granules. Now that the meat mixture's been cooking for 15 minutes, I'm going to add it to the food processor. Now that that's done, I'm going to add 3 scoops of thickener. Blend for another 30 seconds. I'm going to use a spoon and a palette knife to add the meat mixture into the moulds. I'm going to go and put the lids on these and pop them in the freezer for a couple of hours. Now that these have been in the freezer for long enough, I'm going to remove them from the moulds. I'm just going to defrost this in the microwave. I'm going to add the pre-made carrot and sweet mash. It's now finished in the microwave. The food has lost its shape a little bit, but I'm going to try this again with silicone moulds and see if the outcome's better. I'm now going to add some gravy granules towards it to make thick gravy. This has got to be to syrup consistency, which is the same consistency that I'm doing my drinks. This is a stage thicker than the syrup consistency, which is what I was aiming for, but it's really difficult to tell when it's in the pan how thick it's getting. Hello, this is my video log for day 1. I have found today challenging, but this is what I expected to, just because it's different to normal. I've got some tips and tricks. If you're going to go for tea, fruit tea is a lot more palatable than normal tea. I think that's something to do with the milk. You need to allow extra time for blending and using moulds, and factor this into the amount of time it's going to take to make the meal. Thickener does have a taste, so it's useful if you use really strong flavours such as ginger, like I did in the smoothies. I found that masks it better. Avocado tablets are a really good way of getting more vitamins and minerals into your diet. I've actually found that they're my favourite cold drink as well. My favourite hot drink so far has been hot chocolate, and my flatmate's decided that she actually prefers this to regular hot chocolate. Right, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Thanks for watching.